Edward Michael Bear Grylls, born June 7, 1974, is a British adventurer, writer, and television presenter from Northern Ireland. He is widely known for his television series Man vs. Wild, 2006 to 2011, originally titled Born Survivor, Bear Grylls in the United Kingdom. Grylls is also involved in a number of wilderness survival television series in the UK and US. In July 2009, Grylls was appointed the youngest ever Chief Scout in the UK at age 35. Personal life: Grylls was born in Donaghadee, County Down, Northern Ireland. He grew up in Donaghadee until the age of 4, when his family moved to Bembridge on the Isle of Wight. He is the son of Conservative politician Sir Michael Grylls, who was implicated in the Cash for Questions affair, and Sarah, Lady Grylls. Lady Grylls is the daughter of politician Patricia Ford, briefly an Ulster Unionist Party MP, and cricketer and businessman Neville Ford. Grylls has one sibling, an elder sister, Laura Fawcett, an interior design public relations agent and cardio tennis coach, who gave him the nickname Bear when he was a week old. Grylls was educated at Ludgrove School and Eton College, where he helped start its first mountaineering club, and Birkbeck, University of London, where he graduated with a degree, obtained part-time, in Hispanic Studies in 2002. He graduated from the University of West of England. From an early age, he learned to climb and sail with his father, who was a member of the prestigious Royal Yacht Squadron. As a teenager, he learned to skydive and earned a second Dan black belt in Shotokan karate. He speaks English, Spanish, and French. He is Anglican and has described his faith as the backbone in his life. Grylls married Shara Cannings-Knight in 2000. They have 3 sons. In August 2015, it was reported that Grylls had deserted his young son, Jesse, on St. Tudwell's Island along the North Wales coast as the tide approached, leaving him to be rescued by the RNLI. The RNLI later criticized him for the stunt, saying its crew had not appreciated that a child would be involved. Military service. After leaving school, Grylls briefly considered joining the Indian Army and hiked in the Himalayan mountains of Sikkim and West Bengal. From 1994 to 1997, he served in the British Army with 21 SAS. In 1996, Grylls suffered a free-fall parachuting accident in Zambia. In 2004, Grylls was previously awarded the honorary rank of Lieutenant Commander in the Royal Naval Reserve, and in 2013 he was awarded the honorary rank of Lieutenant Colonel in the Royal Marines Reserve. Expeditions. Everest. On May 16, 1998, Grylls achieved his childhood dream of climbing to the summit of Mount Everest in Nepal, 18 months after breaking 3 vertebrae in a parachuting accident. At 23, he was at the time among the youngest people to have achieved this feat. There is some dispute over whether he was the youngest Briton to have done so, as he was preceded by James Allen, a climber holding dual Australian and British citizenship, who reached the summit in 1995 at age 22. The record has since been surpassed by Jake Meyer and then Rob Gauntlet, whose summit at age 19. To prepare for climbing at such high altitudes in the Himalayas, in 1997, Grylls became the youngest Briton to climb Ama Dablam, a peak once described by Sir Edmund Hillary as unclimbable. Circumnavigation of the UK. In 2000, Grylls led the team to circumnavigate the British Isles on jet skis, taking about 30 days, to raise money for the Royal National Lifeboat Institution, RNLI. He also rode naked in a homemade bathtub along the Thames to raise funds for a friend who lost his legs in a climbing accident. Crossing the North Atlantic. 3 years later, he led a team of 5, including his childhood friend, SAS colleague, and Mount Everest climbing partner Mick Crosswood, on an unassisted crossing of the North Atlantic Ocean in an open, rigid, inflatable boat. Grylls and his team traveled in an 11-meter-long boat and encountered Force 8 gale winds with waves breaking over the boat while passing through icebergs in their journey from Halifax, Nova Scotia to John O'Groats, Scotland. Dinner party at altitude. In 2005, alongside the balloonist and mountaineer David Hempelman Adams and Lieutenant Commander Alan Veal, leader of the Royal Navy Freefall Parachute Display Team. Grylls created a world record for the highest open-air formal dinner party, which they did under a hot air balloon at 7,600 meters, 25,000 feet, dressed in full mess dress and oxygen masks. To train for the event, he made over 200 parachute jumps. This event was in aid of the Duke of Edinburgh's award and the Prince's Trust. Paramotoring over the Himalayas. In 2007, Grylls embarked on a record-setting Parajet paramotor in Himalayas near Mount Everest. He took off from 4,400 meters, 14,500 feet, 8 miles south of the mountain. Grylls reported looking down on the summit during his ascent and coping with temperatures of -60 degrees Celsius, -76 degrees Fahrenheit. He endured dangerously low oxygen levels and eventually reached 9,000 meters, 29,500 feet, almost 3,000 meters, 10,000 feet, higher than the previous record of 6,102 meters, 20,019 feet. The feat was filmed for Discovery Channel worldwide as well as Channel 4 in the UK. While Grylls initially planned to cross over Everest itself, the permit was only to fly to the south of Everest, and he did not traverse Everest out of risk of violating Chinese airspace. Journey Antarctica 2008. In 2008, Grylls led a team of 4 to climb one of the most remote unclimbed peaks in the world in Antarctica, to raise funds for children's charity Global Angels and promote the use of alternative energies. During this mission, the team also aimed to explore the coast of Antarctica by inflatable boat and jet ski, part powered by bioethanol, and then to travel across some of the vast ice desert by wind-powered kite ski and electric-powered paramotor. However, the expedition was cut short after Grylls suffered a broken shoulder while kite skiing across a stretch of ice. Traveling at speeds up to 50 kilometers per hour, 30 miles per hour, a ski caught on the ice, launching him in the air and breaking his shoulder when he came down. He had to be medically evacuated. Longest indoor freefall. Grylls, along with the double amputee Al Hodgson and the Scotsman Freddie MacDonald, set a Guinness World Record in 2008 for the longest continuous indoor freefall. The previous record was 1 hour 36 minutes by a U.S. team. Grylls, Hodgson, and MacDonald, using a vertical wind tunnel in Milton Keynes, broke the record by a few seconds. The attempt was in support of the charity Global Angels.
Nord-Ouest Passage Expédition.
In August 2010, Grylls led a team of 5 to take an ice-breaking rigid inflatable boat, RIB, through 2,500 miles, 4,000 kilometers, of the ice-strewn Northwest Passage. The expedition intended to raise awareness of the effects of global warming and to raise money for children's charity Global Angels. Career. Books. Grylls' first book, Facing Up, UK, / The Kid Who Climbed Everest, US, described his expedition and achievements climbing to the summit of Mount Everest. His second was Facing the Frozen Ocean. His third book, Born Survivor, Bear Grylls, was written to accompany the TV series of the same name. He also wrote an extreme guide to outdoor pursuits, titled Bear Grylls' Outdoor Adventures. In 2012, Grylls released his autobiography, Mud, Sweat and Tears. The autobiography, followed by a survival guide for life in late 2012 and True Grit in 2013. Grylls also wrote the Mission Survival series of children's adventure survival books titled Mission Survival, Gold of the Gods, Mission Survival, Way of the Wolf, Mission Survival, Sands of the Scorpion, Mission Survival, Tracks of the Tiger and Mission Survival, Claws of the Crocodile. He has written 2 thriller novels based around his character Will Yeager, Ghost Flight released in 2015 and Burning Angels in 2016. Television. Grylls entered television work with an appearance in an advertisement for Sure deodorant, featuring his ascent of Mount Everest. Grylls was also used by the UK Ministry of Defence to head the Army's anti-drugs TV campaign and featured in the first ever major advertising campaign for Harrods. Grylls has been a guest on numerous talk shows, including Friday Night with Jonathan Ross, The Oprah Winfrey Show, Late Night with Conan O'Brien, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, Attack of the Show, Late Show with David Letterman, Jimmy Kimmel Live, and Harry Hill's TV Burp. Grylls recorded 2 advertisements for Post's Trail Mix Crunch cereal, which aired in the US from January 2009. He also appeared as a distinguished instructor in Dos Equus Most Interesting Academy in a webisode named Survival in the Modern Era. He appeared in a 5-part web series that demonstrates urban survival techniques and features Grylls going from bush to bash. He also has marketed the Alpha Course, a course on the basics of the Christian faith. In 2013, Grylls appeared in an airline safety video for Air New Zealand entitled Bare Essentials of Safety, filmed against the backdrop of the route burn track on the southern tip of New Zealand's South Island. Escape to the Legion. Grylls filmed a 4-part TV show in 2005 called Escape to the Legion, which followed Grylls and 11 other recruits as they took part in a shortened recreation of the French Foreign Legion's basic desert training in the Sahara. The show was first broadcast in the UK on Channel 4 and in the USA on the Military Channel.